Go. Let's do this thing. Welcome everybody to TeamBCN.net's second Platinum through Masters tournament, brought to you by TeamBCN.net. I will be your host, BCN Palomino. Moving on into the second game on Shakur's Plateau. This is Zoku's, good old Zoku's map of choice. So looks like he did want a large map. Now, actually, what we saw last game, we saw the powerful Sosh use drops. Beautiful drop play, three-prong drop play while macroing in the background. Horrible damage. And so we're actually going to see good old Zoku. He picked a map that is actually extremely vulnerable to drop play. We'll see if this comes in hand. We'll see if Sosh right now is just licking his chops as he gets ready to get some medevacs as soon as possible. He might just be like a little kid in a candy store just saying, I can't wait till I get my first medevac. But we'll see. Actually, maybe Sosh will try something different. We have seen, of course, slightly standard Terran from him, meaning we are seeing the Bio Ball gameplay, not seeing any mech, as it is extremely rare. No cancellation on the extractor. Going to squeeze out an extra drone. What is going on, Gubstrut? ZVP is out of my knowledge, so go for it. Indeedy. Well, it looks like we are going to see a bit of a slightly greedy hatchery going down for good old Zoku. I don't think Sosh is going to scout this. Well, I think he's going to scout it. Actually, we aren't going to see that. This is going to be a standard. Scout. Standard 14 scout, it appears, for good old Zygmunt Ferguson. We actually are going to see it. The hatchery going down before the pool or the extractor. I think if... Oh, baby. What do we have here? This is the best of three, ladies and gentlemen, and Sosh winning the first game. Looks like he is going to go ahead and open up with two barracks. Good old Zoku is going to actually scout the correct position with his drone immediately, as this overload gave him the information that he wanted, giving him making it as if this is a two-player map and he could only scout the correct position. Looks like he is going to see these. Barracks. I'm not sure how much Sosh is going to commit to this, but we are going to see that one SCV moving out, perhaps for a bunker. No scout yet. Sosh might have made the call ahead of time that Zoku is going to be a little bit greedy on this map. Going to go hatch first because it's such a big four-player map. This drone is going to get pew-pewed away. Looks like he is not going to make it home to tell the story, but he was able to use his little handy-dandy Walkman, or handy-dandy telephone. The Zergs do have telephones, in case you're wondering, to go ahead and tell the base exactly what's going on. And, buddy, we are going to see the long line of Marines. The Marines shuffle. The village people have nothing on this dance. Drone's coming out. Two Queens going to go ahead and get pooped out as soon as possible. One SCV is saying, let's rendezvous right here. This is... come on, bros. Bring it in, bros. Come on. Let's talk strategy. Yeah. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Who do we appreciate? Mighty Ducks. And we are going to see double, triple bunkers going down. One spine crawler about halfway done right now. One bunker is not going to be able to actually get placed. It looks like one is going to... The other two will go get placed with no problem. 4 Marines to back up these two SCVs. That's a lot of DPS. And this is looking dangerous for good old Zoku. We do see the first slings are on their way. One spine crawler is officially done, and it looks like he is going to take out that nasty SCV. Actually, right now, I think Zoku could be in a position to hold this off. He's going to go ahead and lose a lot of drones. However, if he can keep this hatchery up, I think it will be worth it. One cancellation on that bunker. This SCV said, I don't want to fix it. Right now, this bunker is out of position. It can't shoot anything. So right now, good old Zoku can sit back, make the appropriate amount of units he thinks he wants to defend it, and get right back to drone production. So we are going to see 3 drones coming out. This bunker is going to be annoying. We are still seeing Marines being produced, and with the additional 400 money that good old Sosh had while producing Marines off of 2 racks is constantly, looks like he is going to put his expansion down. That expansion is going to be behind, but it's better to have that expansion than to not, as this is going to go ahead and lead Sosh into 2 base shenanigans as opposed to 1. These Marines are going to go ahead and run back. Right now, Sosh is denying a third from going up as around 6 minutes. 5 to 6 minutes is around the time where a Zerg that feels safe is going to go ahead and grab that third. It looks like these Lings are going to go ahead and move past the bunker. Only one Marine on that bunker, not giving that much damage up. We don't have any speed coming up for good old Szoku, as the gas is being mined now. We are seeing that we are seeing how much this did affect the economy, as two bases are not quite saturated yet. These Marines catching these Lings completely out of position, doing devastating damage. There are no more Lings for you, good sir. Very interesting that we are going to have this protective wall going down here. Sasha is going to be prepared for any kind of Baneling shenanigans that could follow up, as Szoku is forced on two bases right now. Can't really move a drone past, and it looks like the Spine Crawler is going to go ahead and pew away the bunker. And it looks like that poor SCV. Huh. He was repairing the wrong bunkers. That one actually did get salvaged. Little harsh for any little SCV. Looks like now good old Szoku is able to take his third. Now, very odd. Usually we see Zerg grab these towers and keep them for the early game, up into the mid game. But interestingly enough, this good old 2 health Marine is going to go ahead and hold the towers for both for Sosh. Looks like we do have combat shields on the way, as well as the second gas is going to go ahead and start its mining. Now, don't get me wrong. This 2 barracks opening did hurt Zoku's economy, but we are seeing that it also hampered good old Sosh's economy as well, because usually we do see these 2 gases already down, and usually we would see the factory well on its way by this time. But I do think they are looking pretty even, to be honest, to be earnest. We aren't seeing the factory quite yet. There it goes, on his way to tech up. Factory and engineering bay going down almost simultaneously. It's like this Marine is going to be more than enough to keep the tower from these dreaded Lings. These Lings look like they have speed, now that I think about it. Oh, and the dreaded Reaper is going to go ahead and do some cute shenanigans. Actually, is going to get taken down. Oh, very cute, very nice. That was a pleasure to watch. Right, no, this queen is a little MIA. Looks like she's going to return back to work, and this creeping tumor has some more creep tumors. The tumor queen has more tumors to poop if she does decide to do it. Looks like we are going to see some Marines moving on over to the third. No Banelings nest yet. Right now we do see an infestation pit, as good old Szoku wanted to tech up into the lair. Or would that be hive? Yes, that would be into the hive. But we aren't going to see any of that today. Baneling's nest going down simultaneously as he does see this big pack of Marines. That third is going down, and this is going to hurt Szoku. He does have 4 gases. He could go into some kind of 2-base mutaplate if he wanted to, but obviously that isn't the direction he wants to go. It would be a late tech choice, and it wouldn't be a very powerful. These Marines beautifully spread for any Lings. Right now, Sash expects a big pack of Lings and Banelings to come and try and take this third back. Aren't seeing any third going down quite yet for good old Szoku. Szoku has some nice spread with units all across the map. As we do see, he does have the towers once again. It's funny, man. Look at these guys. These guys are ballers. They are the Starship Troopers, keeping this expansion safe from any dreaded alien invaders. We are going to see 5 Banelings and 26 Lings in production on their way to go ahead and most likely, I would think, trying to take this third expansion. Nice creep tumors moving on across the map. Extremely powerful. It looks like this is going to be the new third base of choice. And do we see a command center quite yet? Here we do. We do see 2 command centers. One is on its way to become an orbital. Looks like we are going to see medevacs. Do we see any Vikings yet? No Vikings. Very interesting. Sasha opted not to get the Vikings first. These medevacs are going to go ahead and move out across the map. Looks like they may pick up these units and perhaps try to do some harassment on the natural. Factory is down here. Not sure what the factory wants to do. It looks like it is going to switch on to the tech lab, and could this mean that we're going to see some kind of blue flame hellion? Perhaps we'll see a switch into mech, or most likely we may see some tank shenanigans on its way. It looks like these medevacs are going to actually get here just in. Looks like they got there in the nick of time to go ahead and assist these Marines, as we do have 3 survivors. We're going to go ahead and mosey on home, and on their way, they are going to hurt this little innocent puppy. What evil little men those are. He wasn't even attacking them. He was on hold. God, that's pure evil. Looks like infestation. It looks like the infestor tech is well up on the way. What's going on, Sir Slime? Things moving out across 2. Gonna grab those watchtowers again. I really like this game right now because we're seeing both players being very adamant about trying to take these watchtowers, and that's really, really important because just look at only the watchtowers. Look at the watchtowers. Look at how much vision of the map it gives you. If you can take them both, you've got so much sight. And I love that they're both trying to they're both battling it out to try and keep it. 8 links are in production right now, but 8 banelings are in production right now, but as they are trying to morph, they aren't going to be able to put on any attacks, and we are going to see the big fungal going down. Every Terran hates the fungal, as it does go ahead and affect both the medevacs hovering over the Marines as well as the Marines. Looks like these medevacs may barely just get out of range. Nope, they are going to actually implode simultaneously. These 2 bases going up simultaneously as well. This thing is going to be a little annoying. Not really going to put down any damage. These SCVs actually could go ahead and deal with it, but it looks like this pack of Marines are going to go ahead and shuffle their way. Gosh, Marines look adorable when they run with stim. They're just kind of wobbling. And we do see this little task force right here of good old infestors. Gonna go ahead and plop down the infestation. The good old infested Terrans. However, I don't think he has any idea that these command centers are up. I think Szoku might. I'm not 100. No, he knows about this 3rd. He may not know about the 4th though. But these it looks like these infestors are gonna go untouched, unscathed. Little pack of Marines moving out to kill the Queen. It will be able to take out some creep tumors. Gonna go ahead and use a scan for that, perhaps. And here we go. The infestors are gonna be meanie pies. A lot of infested Terrans going down, and these infestors are gonna go ahead and hide, as these Marines on the top left are gonna go ahead and try and cancel this 4th base from going up. Sash able to delay the 3rd and then take out the 3rd, and now is going to go ahead and take out the 4th, while these infested Terrans look like they may be able to power down this command center. They aren't, as they will die before they're able to, keeping it in the red. Wouldn't that be a tragic event if that command center wasn't healed up and burnt down? The medevac going around, and we are seeing the dual prong attack from Sash going down again. One attack will go in the main, and the other one looks like it may go into the natural, as the far 4th expansion, it was already taken out. The supply lead again, as good old Pep Jr. is pointing out, is at 102 to 158 right now. I think what we're seeing here is Terran just using his units so cost effectively. It is wonderful to watch. This cute little Viking is going to get its first kill. Szoku expecting to see the 4th expansion here again. It looks like he will just delay it if it does attempt to go back up. Good old medevac says, I don't care about spores. I am going to go ahead and put on some hurt, as we do see a few medevac. We do see some drones coming down. Oh, we did see one huge fungal going down on those Marines, and these poor Marines, without the support of good old medevacs, are going to stay at that dreaded 10% health, 5 health, 5 little hit points to their name, and these Marines are actually putting in a lot of damage. I'm not sure if drones had to run away, if they actually killed all of those drones. It looked like some of the drones may have made it to this 3rd expansion. These medevacs being extremely annoying, moving around the map. Right now we do have a supply lead of 164 to 78. 78 out of 78. Szoku has a very tough battle ahead of him. Now keep in mind, this is actually Masters versus Platinum, so I don't want anyone saying that Szoku's bad, because he's not. He's just not Masters. He's just not Sash. Right now, if Zoku was to go ahead and hop